All right, welcome to DeanBodi Show. DeanBodi Show. Hey, everybody, what's going on? Happy Saturday. And we're doing our thing over here, DeanBodi, because good girl, Bodi, good girl Bodi. She's the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com. 800-878-9698. It's the Bodi hotline, the Bodi fun line. Call the Bodi line. Say something nice to Bodi. Man, she's having a great day. We had a great day at the dog park today. We are fired up over here, DeanBodi Show. So we got the links on there. When you go on to DeanBodi.com, one will get you over to the podcast, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get podcasts. And the social link will get you over to the YouTube channel, DeanBodi _ YouTube channel. All the teasers are on there. Bodi's on all the teasers. The full-length videos are on there that matches up with the podcast. How cool is that? She's the good girl, Bodi. She's the best girl in the world. Yeah, the good girl, Bodi. Yeah, the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. So, man, we don't go to the dog park as often as we used to, but we're going out there, and from time to time, we went over there. I don't know, it must have been a couple of weeks ago, and we decided to go there today. Bodi had some energy pointing in that direction as we can walk over there. How cool is that? It's right next to a cool shelter where they have a lot of great animals over there for, rescue and things like that. So there's two dog parks on one side, one for the big dogs and one side for the small to medium-sized dogs. And on the other side of the park, there's another big dog and small dog area. And they swap them every month. And it's very cool. And they take care of the landscaping and all this stuff. And we're very blessed to have that over here. We get to walk over there. It's kind of our little Huckleberry Finn, Tom Sawyer excursion, as we call it. And Bodi and I walk down there across the river and through the woods to Bodi Park we go. Yabba-da-dee, zabba-da-do, shippity-bippity-bo-ho. And we get down there. And it's kind of a fun little walk, and we have to jump over this little creek area, like real water going creek area, and you got to step. It's not easy, man. We've done it so many times where we got it now, where I pick Bodi up, I hold Bodi in one arm, and we walk down, carefully stepping on these large rocks, and you got to place your foot just right so you can springboard yourself over the little creek, as you would want to call it. I don't know, it's a couple feet wide, but hey, we got some agility over here on this side of the fence, man, and we do a little jump, a little leap. We spring over there while I'm holding Bodi, and we go up this little trail, and boom, there we are. Oh yeah. Have we wiped out before when it was raining? Yes. Did we get all dirty and all messy? Yes. But you do it. Bodi and I have our adventures, man. So we get to the park, and what do we see? It's almost like a unicorn. It's almost like a UFO sighting. 2 other Shiba Inus in the park. Unbelievable. So we walk in there, and Bodi's running around playing with these Shibas, and super nice couple, too, who just got these dogs. And they were younger. One Shiba was like, 6 months old. The other one was, just a few months old. And Bodi was like, in her element and teaching people this and running around trying to get them to play and all that stuff. And then who decides to come marching down? And I knew it was going to be a little bit of trouble. This guy shows up. He's got like 4 dogs in tow. All right. He gets them in, 2 larger dogs. Really too big to be bringing over to the small, medium size, but he did it anyway because he also had 2 smaller dogs with them as well. And it was like, okay, they'll probably be okay. And Bodi, as she always does, runs up to the gate as they're coming in like she's the Walmart greeter. And she's going to say, hey, and depending on the energy, you don't know how it's going to go. So I'm trying to get Bodi to, come on, Bo, get over here. Let's, give him a little room and space, but she wasn't listening to me, and she wanted to do her thing. As she lets them in the gate, she's kind of going toe to toe with one of the big dogs and giving her a little bit of an attitude. But that's okay. Bodi likes to set some of the ground rules like, hey, you're in my neighborhood now. I've been coming to these dog parks since I was like 10 weeks old. And, I'm 5.5 years old now. Don't tell me what to do. So Bodi, I don't know, kind of had a little bit of a few words with this one dog. They ended up calming down, and it was interesting. I'm so proud of Bodi. I can't even tell you how proud I am of her. And even though she's a little bit out of practice, but she was protecting the other two Shibas. I found this very interesting. And the other couple that owned the two other Shibas were like, wow, I can't believe it. Because they were all kind of nervous about the new dogs that were coming in. One was kind of like a Rottweiler kind of dog. And the other one was kind of like a, I don't know, kind of a hunting kind of dog. I don't know the exact breed, but they were big and bulky dogs. And one of them was messing with the other Shibas, the one that gave Bodi the attitude when they came walking in the gate. Bodi walks up to the big dog and just stands there and looks this dog right in the eye. And the other dog was trying to mess with Bodi a little bit, but Bodi stood her ground, looked the dog right in the eye, and the other dog just kind of calmed down and walked away. Oh, yeah, Bodi. That's worth the song already. Good girl, Bodi. Good, good girl. The best girl, Bodi. She's the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com, 800-878-9698. The Bodi hotline, the Bodi fun line. Call the Bodi line. Say congratulations, Bodi. Nice going handling those other dogs. So they were all impressed with Bodi, and I'm like, yeah, giving her them the whole spiel as I'm kind of bragging on Bodi now, and how Bodi stands her ground, and she's actually was a little protective over the other younger Shibas. Like, listen, man, don't be messing around with my new friends. You got to hit the road, Jack. Okay, this is my neck of the woods now, and she ended up having to do that a few times over, and I don't know, I'm tickled. Like the proud dad of how she handled the whole day today. And then she was being playful with the other two Shibas and kind of showing them the ropes a little bit and, giving them a little bit of an attitude, but not too much. And it's interesting to see how she handles situations like that. And, that being said, it was cool. We had some good conversation. Usually it's the people that are more of a problem than the dogs, but today everybody was cool. And we were talking about Shibas, of course. And, the one guy was just down from Los Angeles. They just moved here just in time, like right before this pandemic, schmandemic, COVID, schmovid started coming around. And he landed over here in Texas and missed all these crazy fires that are going on in California. Prayers going out to everybody dealing with that. Man, I don't know how you deal with that, with breathing that stuff in. Man, I'm telling you, man, I would just have to move, That's got to be really something. I feel so bad for the animals and the wildlife that are dealing with these fires. It makes my heart hurt. I can only imagine the agony of what's going on out there with that. So hopefully that gets calmed down sooner than later. But again, today at the dog park was a lot of fun. Bodi was doing her thing. I was so proud of Bodi. She handled this and handled that. And, it was great. We hung out for, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half or so and headed back. And both of us ended up taking a nice afternoon nap. And I don't know, so proud of my Bodi. That being said, Buzzsprout, congratulations to DeanBodi Podcast with 4,000 downloads. Hey, whoa, I just hit the screen by accident. That really wasn't what I wanted to do, but hey, we go with the flow here. We like the rough edges here, DeanBodi. But it's worth having a little fireworks show. 4,000 downloads, DeanBodi. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, all right. How awesome is that? So, thank you so much for all your support out there. The numbers are going up on a daily. Because remember, DeanBodi, we're coming at you daily because life comes at you daily, not weekly and monthly. So, Let me tell you ever I wanted to bring up a couple things here real quick, just to make sure. We don't want to shortchange anybody, Bodi Show. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. My, oh my, what a glorious day. Plenty of sunshine is coming our way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day, da-da-dee-da-ba-da-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-bee, yappa-dee-da-da-da-da, yappa-da-boo-boo, ba-ba-da-dee, ba-ba-da-bee-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. Man, flip it over in daily exercise. What's he talking about? And traveling. I was talking to them today at the dog park about how grateful I am, number one, to live in an area that's not too crazy with all the craziness. And when I first got out here in 2013, we did a lot of traveling. And every single week on the airplane going somewhere, I mean, Australia, 2 times over, Sydney and Melbourne and Brisbane and Adelaide and London. We went to New Zealand and we went to Canada and all over the States and Hawaii, which is one of the states. But I don't know, every time I say Hawaii, I think it's somewhere other than the States because it really feels like it's different when you're there if you've never been. But man, oh man, we did a lot of traveling, and I'm just so glad that I got to do all of that before this craziness started to happen. And now that I'm working from home, and they were talking about how they're working, from home also, and how it's, they seem kind of dialed in. And it's one of those things that I'm very grateful for what's going on with a lot of things. So that being said, think about what you're grateful for today, and don't get too caught up with all of the COVID, schmovid, pandemic, schmandemic, okay? Think about the good stuff that's going on in your life right now. And, because I know we're going to come out of this bigger, better, and stronger. Make sure you're taking care of yourself so you can take care of somebody else. Keep your immune system strong. Now, as far as this exercise thing that we're going to get into a little bit, don't make such a big deal out of it. Walking counts. All right, Bodi and I go for multiple walks a day, and you wouldn't believe the health benefits on walking. Consistent movement for at least 40 minutes, okay? 20 minutes is the warm-up, all right? Then you get into doing something at the 30-minute mark. If you want to start off with 30 after a couple of weeks, then go to 40, graduate to 50, and get yourself to where you're doing an hour of continuous movement. I'm not talking about stopping and moving. Stopping and moving, continuous movement for a good 40 to 60 minutes. Then you got something going on a daily. Yes, 7 days a week, not 5. Every single day, you should be doing at least that. That's all. And if you want to get into the weight training and all that stuff for strength training, that's how you get strong bones. That's how you get good lean muscle. That's how you burn more fat too. And we're gonna get ready to dive back into the gym again. I'm very excited about the plan that's coming, and get the food all dialed in and get back into that whole thing again. What it does for you mentally, what it does for you physically. Hey, clothes feel better. You feel stronger. Feeling stronger is a big deal. You feel more solid. And it's just such a healthy thing to do, as to kind of round things out. And you don't got to do anything to hurt yourself and all that stuff. I'm not trying to see how much I can max anymore. Like back in the day when I was, 18 years old and 20, how much can you bench and all that stuff. That's all we cared about back then. And those were the days, man. How much can you squat? How much can you bench? How much can you deadlift? How much can you do the shoulder press? All that crazy stuff, man. Too much fun in the gym when I was younger. It's been a part of my life, and when I take a break from it, I start to miss it. And it's been a long break since this whole closing of the businesses and all this stuff, but now I called, found out, you got to wear the mask and you put the gloves on and whatever rules that they have. Just got to have to go with the flow until things start to calm down. Hey, it's better than nothing, and you can't beat the machines that they have there. And, once they probably get around everybody else that's doing the same thing and they got to wear the masks and all that also, you'll just be part of the whatever. And that's how it's going to go. And that's what we're going to do. That's how it's going to go. And that's what we're going to do. Hey, Millie.
Yeah. He already said he's going to get back into the gym, and I think we should get back into the gym too. Oh yeah, we got to do that. If Dean Bodi's going to do it, then we should do it too. Oh yeah.
So that being said, man, we're having a great day over here with the dog park and stuff. I'm beaming on how Bodi handled herself today. I'm so proud of Bodi. I love Bodi so much. She's been such a game changer, such a lifesaver in my life. She's that joy vitamin, I tell you. And I'm really serious about that she's that joy vitamin multiple times a day. That's why she's the one giving me the energy to do this on a daily basis. We want to give you the joy vitamin on a daily because life comes at you daily, not weekly and monthly. We want you to use the joy vitamin to pass it on to somebody else. Call someone you haven't called in a while. Talk to a family member. Give them a little joy, like that joy injection, whatever. And everybody needs a little boost. Be that person. Write down 3 people that you can, who knows? Send them a card, write them a letter, shoot them an email, a positive email or whatever. Chime in on Facebook or Messenger. There's so many ways to communicate. And just a hello. Usually on a weekly, our family does like a Messenger kind of family group call. And this got started. I think my nephew, Logan, started the whole thing. Nice going, Logan. Shout out to my nephew. And as a positive thing for the family to do. And we get on that kind of messenger. It's like a Zoom call, and you just say hello. Everybody's doing their thing and what's happening. And you got a little crosstalk happening here and everybody's trying to say this and say that. But it's still, you get to see faces and it's kind of like a live energy. It's much different than just a regular phone call or whatever because it's got this kind of, you don't really know where it's going to go and everybody just throws in their thing and you hang out for 10, 15 minutes and you get that family vibe and family connection. You only got one family and you make the best of the whole thing and it's been pretty cool as we do that from time to time and maybe you can get that going too. So, hey, listen, I'm proud of my good girl Bodi today. She's a good girl, Bodi. She's the best girl in the world. Yeah, the good girl, Bodi. Yeah, the best girl in the world. Oh, yeah. DeanBodi.com, 800-878-9698. The Bodi Hotline Fun Line. Say something nice to Bodi on the fun line. Hey, say your name, where you're from. Do a joke, sing a little sing-along. You're going through something in your life you want to share? You want our 2 cents or 10 cents? We'd be happy to throw it out there and, share it with everybody else because you'll be helping a lot of other people too. Believe me, we all have stuff we need help with. Every little bit helps. And we're waiting for your call. Bodi's waiting. That being said, listen, let's make it a great rest of the weekend. And I hope you're having a great weekend. We're coming at you daily at DeanBodi. We'll talk at you tomorrow. DeanBodi.com. Oh, yeah.